For 3 years Hannah and Lucas had built their lives around one another. They weren't perfect, but they were steady. Quiet mornings with coffee, late-night talks that ran longer than they planned, and plans for a future that felt almost within reach. But somewhere along the way, Hannah found herself drawn more and more into her friend group. They were loud, energetic, always doing something. Trivia nights, concerts, camping trips. Lucas wasn't much for crowds. Most of the time he stayed home waiting for her texts that came later and later each night. He wanted just one night with her. One date that wasn't rushed, where she wasn't surrounded by people. Every time he asked, her calendar was already full. "I promise next weekend," she'd say. Next weekend never came. It didn't help that Ethan was in the group. Charming, witty, the kind of guy who always knew how to keep everyone laughing. He teased Hannah more than anyone else, leaning a little too close, brushing her shoulder, sending her smirks that made Lucas's stomach twist. Lucas noticed. One night, after another group hangout, Lucas finally cornered Ethan outside. "I see the way you look at her. Back off." Ethan just laughed, lifting his hands in mock surrender. "Relax, man. We're just friends." But his eyes didn't match his words. The argument exploded from there, shouting, fists clenched, Hannah stepping between them with tears in her eyes. She didn't see Ethan's smirk. She only saw Lucas's anger. "Why can't you trust me?" she snapped. "He's my friend. That's all." "You can't even see it," Lucas whispered, his voice breaking. That night Hannah made a choice. She stood by Ethan. She stood by her friends. And she let Lucas walk away. At first she told herself it was for the best. She drowned her doubts in laughter, late nights, and distractions. But when the noise faded and she was left with silence, she began to notice things she hadn't before. The way Ethan's flirting never really stopped. The way he pulled away when she tried to be serious. The way her friends laughed it off instead of defending her. The truth came slowly, like rain seeping through cracks. Lucas had been right. Weeks later, regret sat heavy in her chest. She gathered the courage to see him in person. She found him at the little cafe they used to go to, sitting by the window with a book. But he wasn't alone. A woman sat across from him, smiling softly as he reached for her hand. Hannah froze in the doorway. For a moment she thought he might look up and see her, that familiar spark in his eyes ready to welcome her back. But he didn't. His smile was for someone else now. Her heart cracked under the weight of realization. She had let go of something real for people who never truly cared. As she turned and walked away, the sound of laughter from inside followed her out. This time it wasn't hers. And it never would be again.